Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar, so let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So, first and foremost, hope everybody's having a great weekend. So far, I have just been really kind of eyeing a few things within this market, kind of preparing myself for what's to come. And, I do have a ton of, more content coming to the website, ncashofficial.com. Just released my bear market plans, what I'm really kind of focusing on. There's a ton of information within that as well. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more on the website, but also doing a lot more on the NFT channel as well. So if you guys do want to go check out both of them, you guys are more than welcome to do that. But with that being said, let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So obviously, I'm not going to pay attention too much to the price action. I've really kind of just been, waiting for some nice, little buys to actually be targeted. I did share with you guys a buy on Hbar from a scam wick on Binance. I just say, I think I said like Hbar, so weird, but it's all good. Anyways, I shared with you guys a scam wick that I bought into on Binance US, and it was actually a very lucky, buy point. But of course, that's why I've always said, like, you need to have those scam wick buy orders in place just in case we ever do wick down to those levels. Remember, Bitcoin aped down to like $8,200 back in like September. So again, those scam wicks are absolutely insane. Those liquidity hunts are, something special. So with that in mind, let's dive into a few things happening around Hedera. Let's talk about, the future of Hbar as well. So first off, I just recently tweeted this out literally a couple minutes ago. Yes, you can tell exactly what time that I am recording this, as it is about like almost 5 a.m. But we do see here, watching this space organically grow in a bear market is one of the most remarkable things. You get to see the true gems that are worth putting money into, but also you get to see where, we are headed as well. And of course, yes, I typoed it. I had a little bit of a typo. Somebody please already put the edit button on Twitter. I'm tired of it. I am absolutely tired of it. But anyways, I said I personally look forward to times like these to shake the trash out. And basically, yeah, I mean, like, when we really kind of look at this market, there's a ton of, coins. There's over 20,000 crypto projects, and, there's going to be a large amount of them that are complete garbage. So you got to really kind of look at them, do the fundamental, sort of deep dive, if you will, in regards to research, and really kind of see which one is worth putting your money into. To me, there is one thing that'll always stand out in regards to, like, the bear market as well. Like, we look at ones that are building. We see Hbar is the top place for builders. Join the next investor pitch webinar for any teams leveraging Hedera, and this is coming from the blockchain media. But we do see here, bear markets are for building. Join our upcoming, investor pitch event. This goes on July 21st. But this is what we have been really kind of looking at. We have been watching Hedera continuously build, continuously expand, and all during like some of the worst times within this market, which again gives me confidence around a lot of the projects that I do put my money into. If they are not building here, if they are staying silent during the roughest times, I just do not care to put my money into them. Again, that's why Hedera will always be one of my top tier picks. We also do see over here, head of fintech and payments at the Hbar Foundation, Sabrina, I'm not even going to try to say her last name, discusses the growing Hedera ecosystem covering enterprises or enterprise use cases, areas of key growth, and Hedera's position in the protocol race. And yes, we do have this open over here. A few things I do want to mention, so actually let's zoom in because I know that a lot of you guys complain a little bit about my screen being a little bit blurry. I don't know why. I am recording in 1080p, 60 FPS, so hard to say. I don't know why it does look like that. It's probably YouTube. But anyways, we do see interview with Dr. Sabrina. I'm not even going to try to say her name. Like I said, head of APAC, ecosystem at the Hbar Foundation for Enterprise Blockchain 2021 report by lead blockchain or lead block partners. And yes, this goes back to November 25th, 2021. They just reposted this, but I do want to share with you guys a few things in this that is actually pretty interesting. So hundreds of implementations are either already launched or in development on the Hedera, Hashgraph network, so it's tough to single out just a few. We've seen tremendous acceleration this year with the launch of our tokenization tool, the Hedera token service. Projects like DLA Piper, security token issuance, platform Toko for high-value assets ranging from real estate to art pieces are a great example of HTS versatility. And yeah, I think that a lot of these projects that are building out, like the hundreds that are, already kind of building on there, It's great. I love to see that. I just really want to see a lot of them go live. It's going to take some time. But we do see here, I'm also excited about projects like SKU-X, which tackles the multi-billion-dollar problem of retail coupon fraud by eliminating double spend while providing real-time visibility into brands' marketing campaigns. In the corporate segment, our newest governing council member, ServiceNow, is powering digital transformation for the customers and utilizing Hedera to secure and tokenize multi-party business workflows. In the fintech space, micropayments platform Drop takes advantage of Hedera's high throughput, and they just continued on with some of like the most massive use cases within the Hedera ecosystem. Like to me, I look forward to ServiceNow, with their use case. It's basically, digital workflows. I think that that's going to be huge. Again, there was a quote. I don't know who it was specifically from, but it said, I look forward to the day where crypto is the underlying technology behind workflows within, corporations, businesses, etc. Because again, remember, even like SMEs, right? Small, medium enterprises, those businesses make up like a very large, I think it's like 90% of cross-border payments, for an example. So these are very large entities. They are transacting on a day-to-day basis. They're transacting trillions of dollars every single day. And I think that this is a very incredible opportunity for Hedera to really kind of focus on. They do mention, ESG as well. This is their major, their three major areas that they have been, paying attention to in regards to like, enterprise adoption, ESG, tokenization. But we do see the second area that is really taken off on our network is fintech. This is, applying to CBDCs, stablecoins, financial asset tokenization, and micropayments. And lastly, supporting an increasing number of projects in the NFT and metaverse area, including in the, enterprise space as brands and content providers rush to adapt to the emerging trend. And yeah, like all of this has been pretty good. I would say like, their timeline, their vision, and things like that have been, really kind of aligning. Obviously, price per Hbar is not aligning perfectly with this, but I do think that in time we will basically see this change drastically. We also do see over here, absolutely, Hbar is one of my favorite coins. Amazing video talking about the competitive advantage that Hedera Hashgraph has, not only over Bitcoin, but also over, Ethereum. And yeah, I mean, to me personally, like, will we see a day where Hedera is bigger than Bitcoin or, even bigger than Ethereum? And I do think that it will. I think that Hashgraph itself, the technology stack under it, the consensus mechanism, is much larger than, Bitcoin and even Ethereum. And I've always said this, since day one. And you might be wondering, well, why? Well, first off, there's a few things. So first off, we just hear, this is an interview between the Hbar Bull and VP Metaverse Fund, and also, CEO of Dropper NFT. We learn all about the gaming launchpad and marketplace for Hedera Network, fueled by Hbar. We hear, about why Dropper migrated from another chain to, Hedera, bridging the world of esports from Web 2 to Web 3 with AAA gaming titles and the future of gaming on the Hedera Network. And this is what I want to focus on. So first off, yes, we are seeing large amounts of projects and major players as well moving from, Ethereum to Hedera. This is because of the efficiencies around it, but also, just esports alone. Like, I love the fact that they're, pretty much branching out to almost every single industry that we talk about. Like, esports is a very large, industry. I would say that esports is actually continuously growing as well in regards to like the number of individuals around it, the valuations behind it as well. And when we really kind of look at like Web 2 to Web 3, we have been seeing a major transition there. In fact, we actually do see over here, for Web 3 to thrive, it needs to address its ongoing scalability concerns. And fortunately, application side chains have emerged as a viable answer, argues, CMO at Anchor. And in regards to this, like, yeah, scalability, has a major impact, I would say, on some of the largest use cases in this space. But we do see down here, layer 2 solutions did not solve the problem despite, much expectation and implementation. Sidechains are different and could prove to be the best answer as crypto enters mainstream adoption. And honestly, it all depends on what layer 2s you're talking about, or even layer 1s. I would say that there's some great technology within the space that does hit the nail right on the head in regards to, being much bigger than Ethereum and even much bigger than Bitcoin. We actually do see down here, Ethereum gas fees are notoriously expensive while Solana is continuously, congested to the point where it needs to be turned off. Needless to say, Web3 cannot grow unless transactions are fast, low cost, and secure. And it's funny because like these are the three. That's like the blockchain trilemma, if you will. And Hedera has already solved this. I just think that's the idea that not a lot of people actually really kind of cater to the idea of like what Hedera actually is. And I think it's simply because it's overlooked at this point in time. I don't think that there's a lot of marketing hype around it. I don't think that there's going to be, a major transition just yet until we do see that as well, which I could see it happening in this next bull cycle. I think that when we look at Web3 scalability, Web3 security, Web3, fees and things like that, it's going to have to be built on something like Hashgraph. I actually do think that Web3, the future of Web3 could potentially be built out on Hashgraph or aka Hedera, and be powered by it. And the reasons for this is because like we even go back in time to like May 3rd, 2020. So this is over 2 years ago now. And Hedera was even talking about Web3 then. Learn about the work we're doing to integrate and contribute to the Web 3.0 standards for decentralized, identity with Web3, or not Web3, World Wide Web Consortium. Now, yeah, I mean, like, decentralized ID and like even digital identity is a huge thing that we have been focusing on, especially within the Web3 area, because again, security is a very key, area, but also, digital ID, if you will, gives you power in regards to the Web3 scene. Like right now, a lot of individuals don't really have a digital identity. And if you do, guess what? These corporations are selling it at a very high price figure, and they really don't care about any of the information that they are selling. This is why Web3 is going to work so well in a decentralized area where you do have your own digital identity that you control, you own, and you basically are the one in charge, which I personally think is a great way to go about things. But also, like I've said, Hedera has been focused on this area for a very, very long time. And when we really kind of look at the growth cycle on, crypto, we are going to be getting to the point where we will be much, much larger than the internet. We will most likely be much larger than anything out there in regards to like asset classes that you could invest into. And we really kind of look at this compared to the internet in regards to like adoption. But I could actually see a very large spike before the 2024 to 2025 timeframe. And this is why I've said like you need to pay attention to how fast this space could actually grow. Remember, even like from 2014 to 2015, we went from 1 million to like almost 10 million in just 1 year. And again, like from 2015 to 2016, that was a pretty large area to actually kind of make up in regards to like the growth cycle there. And since then we have been on this nice little uptrend. To me personally, we will most likely disconnect from the internet user adoption cycle, and we will have those major spikes in the chart. Now I actually do like the fact that like they are comparing this going back to like the internet from like 1990 to like 1998, because again, the real internet boom did not happen until like 2000 and like roughly 5, where like social media was at like its height in regards to like retail adoption. So again, we are still very, very early in crypto. We are very, very early in Hedera, and I do think that when we really kind of look at the end goal from Hedera's standpoint, we will most likely power the Web3 economy, and we will be, if we can get to that point, much larger than Bitcoin and Ethereum. I actually think that we will quickly outpace Bitcoin and Ethereum long before we even power the Web3 economy. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. Sorry. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.